Well, I'm back. Apparently, OBS crashed for some reason. I am sorry about that. And let's see what the heck is going on here. Okay, I am back. Am I not? Anyways, I want to thank Evo Jr. for that super chat, and I've been talking for like 10 minutes. I didn't realize that that the chat was off, so I have no idea where we left off. I think OBS just crashed. So troubling videos are the best. Thank you so much, Elder and Leticia. No sound. This I heard it said internet is banned all over the USA. Someone is trying to bring us all offline. No, I mean the internet was blazing fast. I think it was this app that I'm using, OBS, that crashed. But anyways, Toyota 4Runner actually has a Tundra chassis. It's the only one, the only true SUV. All others are crossover SUVs. I have one. There are no issues. Best on the road, yes. And I do agree. And old Kia, believe it or not, it's built on a what they call a ladder frame chassis, rear wheel drive with a big differential. So it is kind of the true SUV in that sense. It's built on a truck chassis, and it's kind of hard suspension like a truck. So I have a 2017 F250 and it is great. Acceleration, seat adjustment, 6.3 is great. Love the ergonomics. Well, maybe I got a bad F250 because this F250 was, except the power, the acceleration was great when it happened, but the ergonomics were horrible. But to each his own. I'm definitely not gonna get an F250. Not for me. So I'm back. Yes, record your opinions when your vehicle shop, and if you can, so we can see what you find out. Yeah, that definitely. I don't know if I'm gonna record everything, but I will definitely give you my opinions when I finally get a suitable tow vehicle. Although I might do one last trip with old Kia. Like the Swan Song, just for old time's sake. Did you see the propane-powered fuel cell at the show? No, I didn't get to see it. I was there. I wasn't there for all that long. I was planning to be on the show for 4 hours. I was only gonna be there. I was only able to be there for four. I mean, I was planning to be there for 4 days. I was only able to be there for 4 hours, unfortunately. So, but that sounds like a promising deal. Hey Robert, do you still use Wi-Fi Ranger and does it work good? I haven't been able to use it. I need to install that thing properly, and I'm gonna have to relearn how to wire an Ethernet. How to you know wire the socket to the Ethernet, because I need to make it shorter. I need to do some rewiring in Minitini, and I'm gonna do that before the next trip for sure. Robert, consider a 1500 Ram Eco Diesel, comfortable and easy fuel mileage. Yeah, and the Ram 1500 is one of the top contenders right now. I need to, of course, uh, test drivers, see the turning radius, see how high it is, um, certain things that are also important besides being able to tow a trailer. But yeah, definitely I'm gonna test drive one of those. Ram truck is where it's at. I just got one. My Honda will stay home now. 135 miles on it. I use the Ram now. Love reviews. Thank you. And how much does Mini weigh? It's about 3,000 pounds and change, maybe a little more. Culture, lifestyle, and travel. Hello there, Alex. Chevy or GMC all the way. And Octavia Barber, I'm still here. Suburban and Yukon are both built on the same frame as the GMC half-ton pickup. Yeah, I think Ford is out of the question for me as of now. I didn't like the way that Ford drove, how he handled. So there are many options. Thankfully, all of them expensive, unfortunately, but we'll find the perfect tow vehicle eventually. Papa Drew, Healing Cal, they're making flying cars coming soon. Look into that. Not sure how towing will be. How about a flying RV? How about a drone? I just want a personal drone. At the airport, heading to Quebec today. Oh, enjoy. Quebec is beautiful. Just practice your French and you'll be fine to Quebec. Don't forget to try poutine. Poutine is one of my favorite Quebecois foods. Oh, there's so much. Where are you going in Quebec? Quebec City or Montreal or Charlevoix or oh wow, I didn't get this last notification. Glad to see you're back. Yeah, I don't think it gave the notification when I was back. I think it's going to do it's I don't know if it's going to make it on the same video or if it's going to divide it. YouTube works in mysterious ways sometimes, but for now I'm still streaming, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, apparently I am streaming, so that's good. We don't have as many viewers as we had on the previous stream. It was 255 before I dropped off. Kind of a little bit of a bummer, but what can you do, right? You can test drive my truck. Yeah, I'll make sure I'll do that, Alex, when you return, because I'm in the next month. I'm not in a big rush. If they actually fix Kia and it works okay, I'm not gonna. I don't really need a truck until my California road trip of January. Well, California, the West, which I'm going to. Old Kia may not be that way right now if the gut's being removed, huh? Very funny this. Actually, I saw old Kia today. She looks fine. They just gonna replace that cable and see what works. I told with the Tacoma and I really like the Tacoma. I saw now that I'm looking into trucks whenever I drive on the road, I, I I see every single truck. I notice every truck, and I really like the Tacoma in the fact that it's not very very tall, so it's low center of gravity. Toyotas have a great reputation for having great engines and great turning radius and all that. So I really do want to test drive a Tacoma for sure. That's in the top three vehicles right now, I think. Sesame Sun, I sing the RV song all the time. Oh, that's great. Be sure to share the Ram 1500. Yeah, Ram 1500 is Love Poutine. There's a place in Davie. We will be in Old Quebec. There's a restaurant that I went to. It's a little pricey, but if you want to taste the authentic food, if you saw my video, you probably know it. But it's called Les Anciens Canadiens, and the great service. Great food. It was a good place, on little on the high end side, but you have to live a little too, right? Danny Sharp, hi Traveling Robert, you have become a fixture of me and my girlfriend every evening. Love your videos, sense of humor and photography. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I'm able to entertain and inform and maybe inspire. So it's I'm so glad. Hey Robert, did you purchase another truck? Not yet, not yet. But I'm in the market. I'm in the market for a truck. Don't know what I'm gonna get yet because you know trucks have become very expensive. I heard that Ford just came up with a new Ford Ranger too, so I'm probably gonna get the low end of trucks. I would love to get 4x4, by the way, but we'll see. I'm still here. Yes, you're streaming. Mavic Pro 2 drone, 1,000 to 1,500. Yeah, that Mavic Pro, I'm gonna stick to my Mavic Pro for now. And sub TT67, hello. I have not followed properly. What happened? You sold Kia, but have a new car at the moment. No, Kia is still at the mechanic. Hopefully, I'll get it back tomorrow, and we'll be on the road again soon. Actually, hopefully. Then will you go now? Where will you go now on your trip? I'm still have this idea of going a little north. It's really hot in Miami. So I wanna go north where it's a little chillier, little better weather, and maybe see some of the turning of the leaves. Still, I'm obsessed. Last year I kind of missed it. This year I'm determined to wait for it. Although if I go, I have to be back in Miami by November 9th or something like that. One way to test out trucks would be to rent one for a day, but can't tow Minitini. No, they don't let you tow. And not just the Ram 1500, the ones with the front and rear air suspensions. That's interesting because trucks tend to be a rough ride, so I'm gonna check that out. I've been watching you for a while. Maybe you should look into Chevy Colorado. They make a V6 with a diesel. They can hold 7,000 pounds. Chevy Colorado, I'm gonna check it out. Um, Definitely, I don't need 7,000 pounds, but if I had some headroom, it's even better. So the Tacoma is a small toy. Go Ram Laramie 1500. I don't want anything too tall. That's the only thing I want to be cautious with trucks. And I would love to get a 4x4 so I can drop Minitini and go into do some off roading out west. That would be great. I mean, if I'm gonna get a truck, what kind of cameras do you use on your videos? Well, I have the Sony. I use a camcorder, contrary to like the rest of the vloggers out there who use still picture cameras. I use a camcorder, the Sony AX53. I use an action camera, which is the Sony X3000. I use a GoPro Hero 3 white edition for the roof of Minitini. I have a Canon, an old Canon 5100 D5100 for time lapses. That's the only thing I use it for, and the phone I use it quite a bit sometimes. Thanks, Robert. I did see your episode on Quebec. You're welcome. We weren't there for a long time, but we enjoyed it quite a bit. And Red Jaguar is here. That was my question. Looking at Ford or Dodge? I'm looking at Dodge. I'm looking at Toyota. I'm even looking at Nissan, and I'm looking at Chevy. I'm sorry, Ford lovers. I did not like the way that Ford handled. Hi, Robert from Ontario, Canada. Hello there. I'm going to go back to Ontario one of these days. Hello from Virginia Beach. I'm a Chevy guy, but I would never buy a Colorado with the 3.6 liter timing chain eater V6. There's so many opinions, and in the end, it has to come down to a combination of how it handles. I mean, the tow capacity is going to be over 5,000, so the minimum 5,000 pounds. So it's hope you don't have to pay for rental of a truck. No, I didn't have to pay for that. They did. And say hi to Willie. I will. She's watching, so you can say hi to her. Daytona has cooled down only 93 today. It's horribly hot here in Miami today. In fact, I was trying to do some workout on Minitini. I've been cleaning Minitini, because I want to do that 4th anniversary video that I haven't been able to do yet. So I want to have it cleaned up. Hi, Robert. If you won't do a YouTube page, what do I have to do? If you want to do one, it's easy. I don't remember how it's done, but it's just you just create the page. Danny Sharp. Oh, hey Robert, how many miles does your Kia have on it? I have an '07 Spectra. Great cars. If you change the timing belt every 60,000 miles, I did change the timing belt when it was time at 60,000, I think. And I was going to change it at 120, but nobody wanted to do it. I mean, and then I didn't want to pay for it, so I haven't changed it. It's 145,000 now. And thank you so much, Barbara Stanley, for that super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and thank you also Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs for that super chat. I really, really, really appreciate it, and yeah, that definitely will help towards the down payment on a new truck eventually. Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Barbara. Nissan will last you forever. Yeah, I had Nissans before, and they were great. I'm thinking the Nissan Frontier could also be a good option. I came in late, but they were an old Kia. Well, old Kia is probably gonna be drivable tomorrow, but I'm not. I don't know about its reliability at this point. Louis outside. I tow a 22-foot Shasta with a Ram 1500 4x4. Keep in mind, 4x4 only means you break down further off road. You break down further off road. Yeah, but I still want to be able to, if I'm, although old Kia did admirably on the off roads. I went to that desert bar in Arizona. Old Kia did great. So I still think a light truck that can tow at least 5,000 will be okay for me. I don't need to get something like the monster truck that I had out there. I returned it today, by the way. Did you like Sweden or Finland better in general? I wasn't in Sweden all that long, so I'm gonna say Finland. Finland is a great country. I didn't get a chance to really get the taste of Sweden. So at this point, I'm gonna say Finland. But no offense to the Swedish, it's I'll be back one of these days and explore Sweden more. VVT. I drive most times at 4 cylinders. Yeah, that's the variable. Trend that it shuts down half of the cylinders when you don't need it. Orlando is so hot today. So is Miami. Let me tell you. Bruce Prentice, hi Robert. I have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 and it's very comfortable for a long trip. And I tow a 23-foot Rockwood with it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna test drive as many as I can and see what I like. And it also has to be aesthetically pleasing because that's gonna be my new logo, right? It's we'll see. 33 miles per gallon. Oh, that's great. And that one with four cylinders. Yeah. Can you tow with a Jeep 4-door? I don't know. The Jeeps don't seem to have the best. Like I would love to have a Wrangler, but they don't seem to have the best tow capacity. Paul John, good luck and thanks for your great LA Truck Adventures in Harasal in Tampa. What's today's IPA? Well, it's from Peak Organic Brewing Company from Portland, Maine, and it's organic IPA. Very good. I think I bought it at the Trader Joe's in in Portland. Actually, that's where I bought it some days back. Are in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Danny Sharp on your list. Oh, definitely the Black Hills, South Dakota in general. The Black Hills, Mount Rushmore, and everything around that area, of course. Uh, Probably early spring of next year. I'm gonna try to be in that area. New vehicle in the future, yeah, definitely. Sloan Wilderness Expeditions. Subaru recently released a new SUV, the Ascent, built in America. Those 5,000 pounds. That's actually, and Subarus are 4x4, right? That's an interesting choice. That will be a different one for sure. So it might be good for the show. You had a pretty boring road through Sweden except the border part. Go to the south next time and Gotland, amazing island. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I will go to a different area of Sweden. In reality, this trip Sweden was just like a drive through, from Norway into Finland. I wasn't really planning on seeing much in Sweden. You sometimes you don't have enough time. You have to make sacrifices, and Sweden was one of those. Have you looked at Jeep? Yes, I'm going to look at Jeep as well. I would actually prefer an SUV, to be honest. Actually, if I buy a truck, I'm gonna get the cover for the bed and make it SUV like, so I can store a lot of stuff there in the back. Hopefully, you will try Hershey one more time next year. We'll do it right, definitely, Herbie. And I was looking at your footage. By the way, Herbie is going to get a credit besides Patreon. He's going to get a camera credit in my next video because I'm going to use some of the footage that he took at the brewery in Hershey. at our meetup. Manny Garcia, short Tahoes are good too. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking probably a heavy duty SUV might be even better than a truck for me. So we'll see. Does a trip from Miami to New Orleans feel like a morning commute after all your trips? No, Miami to New Orleans is still pretty hardcore. I did it once in 1994. I did it earlier this year, and it's still quite a drive. Although, was it yesterday? I'm still tired from it. 2 days ago, I drove from south of the border in South Carolina all the way to Miami, and that was a pretty long drive. Hello, Ili. Hello. Say hello to Ili. Hi, Robert from Mesa, Arizona. Great town, Mesa, Arizona. Very RV friendly. And Johnny C, good way to buy a leased truck. Only 35,000 miles on them. And some of those trucks last forever, so yeah. Aesthetically pleasing Dodge Ram, hands down. Hi, Robert from Wayne and Liz. Welcome back to Florida. Thank you so much, Wayne. And Christopher Olson, new Jeep is expensive. All new cars have become so expensive. I'm thinking of getting something, with barely used. I would still hate to get into a car debt, into car payments, but it's unavoidable. I mean, the one thing about old Kia is that it was mine completely. All I had to pay for was insurance and registration. And, but all good things come to an end. And a Subaru Ascent, all-wheel drive. I'm gonna look into that Subaru Ascent because, yeah, that could be a cool tow vehicle as well. Santa's house would be awesome to see. Santa's house, where in Finland or in North Pole, Alaska. Cynthia Reina, Robert, make sure you do your homework on the truck you purchase. We've had Ford, Chevy, Honda is a good purchase. Not for sure on pulling RVs. Yeah, I've seen that Honda. I saw it on the road. I don't know yet. Honda Ridgeline. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like like a capable tow vehicle. Looks can be deceiving, but it probably is. Hey, William Storm from Bruges, Belgium. Hello there, and cordial greetings from Miami, Florida. And Octavia, when are you coming back to North Carolina? Uh, Soon, I hope. I'm gonna. This is the plan. Let me tell you, this is a um, crazy plan. If old Kia seems capable, I'm gonna take it on a short trip. See what goes on. I might take it up to Georgia, and if it feels capable, I might take it into the Carolinas and Tennessee. I want to see the fall colors. I want to see, but one day at a time. I'm not gonna do like this time I did and make a mad dash and in 24 hours be in North Carolina because you know we have to test it first. Make sure you know that it's gonna last for one last trip. Yeah, I might bump into you this, and if I go into that area, it might be in that time range. It will be in about if I get old Kia tomorrow and it feels good, and it feels right. I might take it for a short trip because I want to go to a campground to do that 4th anniversary video, the 4th anniversary of Minitini the trailer, and I'm gonna do a very comprehensive video of what is falling apart after 4 years, what is holding up, what I've changed, what all the upgrades, everything, and and those videos seem to do really well on YouTube. They get many tens and hundreds of thousands of views, so it's always good to make those, and and some things are falling apart, and I'll show them to you. It's gonna be a yeah, I'm kissing goodbye that possible sponsorship from Winnebago, which I don't think is ever gonna happen. So actually, I would love to get a sponsorship from Pleasure Way. Fall colors in New England seem to be running a week or two late this year. You know, in Maine, I saw the beginnings. I saw some precocious trees that were turning yellowish and red. Some of them, but yeah, it was for the most part green. But that was almost 2 weeks ago now. Was it? Time is a blur. This past month has been a blur. It's incredible. William Rizzo from Marathon in the Keys. I have a 2014 GMC half ton. I pulled my 21 working play with no problem. The new Honda truck is not good in long distance towing as in a front wheel drive truck. Okay. French Broad River campground is spectacular. I know I suggested last year. Um, yeah, let's see. I'm not making any plans set in stone, but I still have all my notes from this trip that I was supposed to make, this long trip. So I might just do it just a month or a month and a half later. And Nisar Yahya is right outside my house. Wait, say hello. I finally was able to get you back up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I went off there for a while. I don't know what happened. I think my software crashed, which, maybe it's Windows' fault. And we're back to 191 viewers. Well, we had 255 at some point when I crashed the first time. But we are who we are. We are like the core group here. And bring Kia to Daytona for a meetup. Then, if it all goes well, continue up north. Well, that's part of the plan, and the part of the plan is to take it slower this time on the way north. I don't have to make it to Hershey, Pennsylvania, for the RV show anymore. I missed that one. So if and when I decide to go up, definitely the Daytona meetup. It's in the plans, and I'll let you know as soon as I make the decision to. I will time it to make it to Daytona on a weekend. So the most people are able to attend. And by the way, this is my IPA from Maine here. Paul Jones, a video is all the best. Robert, in your choice of something newer, you never know. Maybe it's time to get a Class B plus leisure travel van or Pleasure Way. I think Pleasure Way it's beating leisure travel vans when it comes to technology. And I do have that. Actually, I'm thinking B. And by the way, Class B is about the size of this truck in length and height almost. Well, the Class B will be a little higher, but taller. But Pleasure Way has the Lexor TS with the lithium battery in the back that I'm really liking it. And we could make it work. I could sleep transversely, which is a big plus because we could leave the bed made up and not have to convert it into a sofa every day. And it could work out. It has a wet bath, is the only thing, but it's a proper B, so we could park it virtually everywhere, and it would be a boondocker's dream, really. I mean, the black water tank is a little small. It's a little bigger than two cassette toilets, so we would have to empty it out. I mean, we could be conservative, but we would have to empty it out every 2 or 3 days. But even then, I think it's a great Class B. That's my new favorite, by the way. 2020 Caravan to Alaska. Definitely, it's definitely it's in the works. That's the goal. 2020 Alaska. What's Robert's IPA from Carla? Well, it's a Peak Organic Brewing Company, and it's from Maine, Portland, Maine. Welcome back, Enrique Sanchez. Hello there. 33 miles per gallon. Oh, the Sierra, Paul John. Yeah, I see. Mystery Nomad. I have a Honda Ridgeline and tow a 4,000 pound RV. It does fantastic and it rides like a car. Very happy with it. Test drive one. I will. I think I'm not gonna leave any you know any brand or I mean there are so many, but I'm gonna try as many as I can. I'm not gonna be prejudiced against one or for one. I'm not in a big hurry, so I want to get the best tow vehicle and at the best price possible, and something that I like, something that handles well, something that has a big turning radius. Because with Kia, I can make a U-turn almost anywhere, even towing Minitini. So I want something on the short wheelbase, so it will have a good turning radius. Well, Hi Bye was misbehaving. I'm gonna need soon a moderator for the Facebook group because some people have been putting spam there as well. Okay, I didn't catch what Bai was saying, but anyways, uh, I'm envious of your travels. I live vicariously through your adventures. Sloan's Wilderness Expeditions. Thank you so much, Wilderness Expedition. Sultan's Live. Hi, this is Sultan from KSA. Christopher, you could do videos from the test rides. What's the test rides? I'm not familiar. I don't know what that is. And I'm getting a Chinese website when I Google it, so I'm getting confused. Or Korean, but for that matter, probably. Okay. Would you buy a new or used motorhome? Good question. It depends. I would love to buy a new one, but slightly used one is usually better because they depreciate a lot, depending on the brand. But and usually the first owner will fix everything that they didn't build right at the factory. So it's probably usually it's probably best to get a slightly used one. Okay, I think I missed a conversation up there. Anyways, bikes, boats. Will you be singing us out tonight? Yes, yes, and my guitar is back there. So yeah, today I have it. I have to figure out a way to take my guitar with me in Minitini and also have a small keyboard with me because I want to start, composing music from the road and I already have two melodies here in my mind based on my latest road trip. I want to do a new New York theme with which could be used for a lot of the rest of the trip. It just came to me as I was driving at night on the New Jersey Turnpike at the beginning of the New Jersey Turnpike, and you see the skyline of Manhattan to your left, and I just was thinking of Tony Soprano, smoking his cigar and going home, and woke up this morning, blue moon in your eyes. I have to do something with that same rhythm, similar. So that's what I'll do. Of the Tovi, Christopher, okay, your singing makes us happy. Oh, we're getting a lot of potential. Yeah, we need our moderator today on his toes for reals. Um, Roberto, just look further Are you going to get a bigger trailer or upgrade to a Class B plus? I'm thinking Class B in the near future, as my maybe when we are really full timing, we'll get something slightly bigger. Who knows in the future, because the Class B can be a little cramped. We could get used to it, but for now we want a Class B, not even a B plus, a B, a proper B. It would be like the way to go for the type of RVing we want to do in the near future. Is the Honda CRV good, like a towed car? A towed, yes. Do not tow with a CRV by no means, but as a towed, you can tow it four down. It's supposed to be one of the best tow vehicles available. Come to Libya. I don't know if I can come to Libya, but I would love to go in one of those expedition vehicles, like the Earth Roamer. Um, and thank you so much, Max McLear, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that will go towards the down payment for a new truck, hopefully. Have they found out what was really wrong with Kia? Well, the original Kia, I think they killed it by dropping something into the engine. But I spoke to the guy today, the manager at the Tires Plus there, and he hasn't been able to open up that old engine and investigate what really happened. He says it's his busy time of the year, and he hasn't been able to investigate. So who knows? The kids would tell me to tell you hi, Robert. Huh? Yes. Love the new rig, Robert. Well, that new rig was a rental, but thank you so much. What's up, bro? East Coast time, East Coast team. Walking in Duval Street. You're walking in Duval Street right now. That's really cool. Go to Sloppy. No, go get a mojito at the Maison de Pepe. I'm new to this channel. Well, welcome, Anna Abney. It's usually a little less discombobulated than this, but we're good. We do this every Friday. A live hangout here with all you guys. Hit down on that thumbs up, like thumbs up. Okay, yeah. How do you feel about Airstreams? I mean, I hear they're very well built, but they're awfully expensive. I cannot afford one, and if I could, I really now the RV show. I really like that Bambi is like a 20-footer, 19-footer. It's very similar to Minitini, but the layout inside is very nice. I heard a small part of a spark plug fell into the engine 4 weeks ago, and so far nothing has been said. I think cable. Well, Diego, the manager, says that it was probably most likely a piece of ceramic, because the spark plug was too old, and when they removed it, they didn't realize. That's who knows. But currently on Key West, I enjoy Key West, as you all know, is one of my favorite spots in the south of the United States, in the southeast in Florida, for sure. Good evening, Robert. I recently received your CD as part of my wedding anniversary gift, and I'm enjoying it. Thank you for all you do. You're very welcome, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the music. Kathy Gotham. Good evening, Robert from Canapolis. Going to go to the RV show in Greensboro tomorrow. Well, enjoy, and let us know what you find, if you find anything of your liking. And are you going to the RTR? Well, I was going to keep it as a surprise, but I'm thinking of going to the RTR. Yes, if all goes well, we are going. I mean, the RTR. I don't know if it's starting to decline at this point. A lot of people complained last year, but I want to experience it. Meet Bob Wells, and Quartzsite is a great experience. You know, whether you spend it at the RTR or not, it's something you have to do at least once, and I plan to do it more than once, obviously, because I liked it. I think that guy was saying you could do your videos when you test ride your new car truck. I don't know sometimes, and this might come as a surprise, but if I'm gonna test drive a car, unless I get someone to hold the camera. I want to be concentrated 100% on test driving the car, and having a camera would be a distraction at that point. So I probably will not be filming my test drives. I don't think. I will give you my impressions afterwards for sure. Burning Man is bad, not a good place to be. Um, it's certainly crazy. I would love to go at least once. It's one of those things that I think you have, if I mean if you're up to it, it's good to experience once. And if I don't like it, I have wheels. I could always get out of there. So I don't know. J.W. Stevenson, hello from Central Florida. Hello there. If I go north, I'm gonna pass by Central Florida soon. So we'll see. We have the largest desert in Africa here in Libya. Well, of course, the Sahara, and I would love to see it one day. What do you say that, Carla? Okay, that's about Burning Man, right? Time out, dude. I was gonna say something about how cool the Sopranos team was. Well, yeah, I I'm thinking of doing something. I mean, I'm not gonna plagiarize the song, of course, and it's gonna be instrumental, but something with the same kind of mood as the Sopranos theme, and not only as I'm driving on the New Jersey Turnpike. I would probably use it for Philadelphia and Boston as well, probably parts of. Jerry Hack, that would be awesome. Airstream is made here at Jackson Center, Ohio, about an hour south of me. They have expanded their factory. Heck, they may even sponsor you. Who knows? Well, if they sponsor me, you know, and they give me the one that I want, yeah, I'll take an Airstream. But that Airstream that is about the same size, about the same features as Minitini was high teens. Was what, like 16, no, $18,000, almost 19. It came up to 20 or 20, 21 or 22 after all was said and done. This Airstream comparable is $60,000. I could get three mini teenies for the price of a comparable Airstream. So I'm sure they would last 50, 60, 70 years. I've seen Airstreams from the 50s still on the road, but hey, enter it. Just checking in. I'm in Elkhart, Indiana, to check out the museum. That museum is awesome. The RV and Manufactured Housing Hall of Fame. And yeah, if you are an RV geek, you can geek out on all those old models. I'm actually partial to the. Let me know if I saw in another video that they have that GMC has a new motorhome. Actually, that would be epic. I would get that if GMC, like an old GMC but with newer technology. Yeah. Uh, Love you, brother. Just continue your voyage. Big kiss from Serbia. Hello, Sivka and Marinovic. And someday I will visit Serbia for sure. Max McLear, soon I'll be heading east from Arizona to Florida. I wish you had the song Driving to the East. Love the CD. I never wrote Driving to the East, but who knows? Maybe next year I will. Have you considered a small Class C for your travels? If it is a small Class C, it has to be like the very smallest of Class Cs, like a BT Cruiser, like what Camper Van Kevin used to have, or something like that. Because I still have this dream of being able to park it almost anywhere, and I think a rig like that, if it is like 2021 feet long, you could almost park it anywhere. This truck that I had, the F-250, was 200. I mean, 20 feet long, believe it or not. So yeah, definitely that's a big consideration. Although I don't really need the cab over area, so that's why I'm thinking B plus or even B. Leo Choi, hello sir, enjoy your video recently. Thank you so much. I'm Korean, live in Oslo, Norway. Oh, cool city, man. And thanks for your visit to Norway this summer. And yeah, we liked Oslo, and we loved those landscapes of which I was recently corrected. I called it the West, but in Norway they call it the Northwest. So those lands, amazing. I'm close to Titusville. I just drove through there 2 days ago. What country are you from? I was born in the island of Cuba, just south of here, actually. If you turn your radio onto AM, you can catch some radio stations from Cuba. Okay, Robert, your mods hate me for some reason. I'll be back some other time. I don't know. I didn't catch what you said, but you probably said something that they didn't like. Did you take I-95 from Boston all the way home? No, I did take some detours, but yes, for the most part, it was I-95 actually. I notice you have an accent thing. Yes, Barbara Stanley. Yes, possibly, if possible, go to the RTR. I heard Burning Man will ruin your RV with the sandstorms. I would love to go to both, actually. I have no, but who knows? Oh, my mom is here. Welcome back, my beloved son. Greetings to you and your friends. Love and peace. Thank you so much. Say hi to my mom, everybody. And I had a 2008 Toyota 4Runner and now own a 2013 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Great trucks with 500 pounds tow and 500. You know that FJ Cruiser I liked from the first moment that it came out, especially the yellow one with the white roof. It looks like an egg. It's very nice, like a, I don't know. That's what I thought. Sorry, I'd love to go to the RV shows and just look at them. Maybe I can afford one sometime. I want one I can drive. Well, there's all kinds of. I mean, it's RV shows are overwhelming. So, from New Bern in North Carolina, great state. Thanks, Robert. Hope you settle on what is best. Maybe sponsor will hear and. Oh, I didn't catch the end of that. Anyways, yay! When things settle down for you, I would like to see another Nashville video when you have more time. I would love to go back to Nashville and explore the part of Nashville that I didn't see actually. I mean, I would love to hang out in Broadway again, but you know they have that hot chicken place that everybody talks about, and you know Music Row, that southern area of Nashville. I would love to explore as well. They do sell earth roamers, and the United States you have to go to Oregon to get one though. I like that earth roamer, and maybe when I decide to go international, I will get me one of those. And Jay Long Herald from Bucyrus, Ohio. You know, I drove through there a couple of years ago. If you ever come back to Ohio, you'll have to check out Hocking Hills. Thank you for your awesome videos. Thank you so much. And Gary Sorensen, hope to meet you at the RTR. I hope you too. I'll be there, God willing. I'll be there in January. I'm gonna skip the Tampa RV show just to go to the RTR. So you know it's important. And John C., when is your next video going to be on here this week? Sunday. I haven't finished it yet, but Sunday the idea is the video of how I got this the big white truck and made it all the way to the RV show. I'm still in the process, you know, because these videos when they have like a lot of GoPro footage from the roof, it takes a lot longer because I have to go through all that footage to find whatever is good, and it's hours and hours of footage. So those are the ones that take the longest to edit, to be honest. And Evo Jr., thank you so much for that super chat of 50 R. What's the R dollars? I should be able to Google that, right? You know, we have Google nowadays. And that is It doesn't say. Currency unit. Oh, Brazilian reais. Okay. Thank you so much. Driving to the west into the sunset. One of my favorite songs of my own, as a matter of fact. From my Disneyland neighborhood here in Kerry Dillon in Southern California. Hope to catch you around here in your future travels. And I'm gonna, this year, it was the goal last year, but I got invited to Finland. So I said, wait, what the heck? Go to Finland better, right? But it's been one of my dreams to go to the VidCon conference, which happens in June in Anaheim, California. So and that's right next to Disneyland. So I'm thinking, if at all possible, in June I want to attend VidCon and maybe pick up my 100,000 sub, the the button, the silver button, pick it up in person. Wouldn't that be cool? Big hello from Louisville, Kentucky. Heading your way in January. Well, Louisville, nice town. I have family there, of course. How did you start the soft start work? The soft start work on your AC. So far, it's a really good product, outstanding, and it works every time. The generator, is able to run the AC every single time. And I did run it. If you saw my last video, I did run the AC with a little um, Westinghouse iGen 2500. So yeah, I mean, it was a sponsored video when it happened, but I do recommend that as a good product, definitely. Now that I have been able to, and the folks, the owner of the company and the guy that I've been dealing with, very nice people, up in New Jersey, and it's almost $10. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Do you like Fortnite? What do you mean Fortnite? And with the Pelican Heads. Are we the Pelican Heads? Love it. Yeah, somebody came up with the Pelican Heads moniker, and we're embracing it. I might even change the name of the Facebook group to something Pelican Heads. Well, who knows? What app do you use for editing? Right now, I'm using Adobe Premiere, which it's working really well. It's a little more complicated than Final Cut, which is what I used to use before, but it works well. Mike Fuller just subscribed. I'll be checking out your vids. Mike from Hallandale, Florida. Thank you, Mike. We're practically neighbors in the great scheme of things. Anna Abney, have you ever been to Metropolis, Illinois? Illinois is 3 hours from St. Louis. No, I haven't been. Actually, now that I think of it, maybe we drove through Metropolis. No, we were thinking of going to Metropolis, and something happened, and we didn't. But yes, it is. It is in the plans for the next time we're in the area for sure. Leslie Burrett just came into the chat. Robert needed to know: are you getting better mileage with your new motor? Once it's broken, your mileage should increase. Actually, first of all, it was not a new motor, and my mileage was actually worse when I drove north before it broke down. I was doing 8 and 9 miles per hour. So we'll see now if they fix it properly now how it works. But actually, it felt like a bigger motor somehow. It felt like I had a little more power than the older motor. I know the mechanic told me, the manager of the store, they told me that it wasn't exactly the same motor. That was a more modern engine with better cooling. So I don't know. What car do you want? I don't know yet, but I want a truck, and we'll see. Hello from Northern Kentucky. Can't wait to see the next What Happened to the Kia video. Well, it's coming out on Sunday if I finish editing it today or tomorrow. Juan Garcia. Missed you at the Hershey, Pennsylvania. Flew up Saturday. It was huge. Yeah, it was a huge show, and I actually left around 1 p.m. because it's like it was way too big. If you ever come back to Finland, you should take the Turku Archipelago tour, definitely. Definitely, and I would love to take it, but we didn't have time at the time. So, love being a pelican head. We need t-shirts. Um, I will print new T-shirts at some point. The Fly Pelican Fly T-shirts for some reason almost nobody bought, but I'll bring them back at some point and announce them properly. And maybe I'll make the Pelican Head one. Which weight distribution sway control hitch do you have? It's called Easy Lift. It's whatever they sold me at the dealer. At the time, I didn't know anything about hitches, but it's worked well for the most part with Kia. Road Trek has the propane power fuel cell. I need to check out the Road Trek, but right now Road Trek is Thor just bought them, so we have to see what happens with Road Trek in the near future. Um, for some reason I'm not crazy about Road Trek or their cousins Heimer. I think they're innovating a lot in like lithium batteries and all electric rigs, but the floor plans feel kind of stale. So let's see what Thor does with Road Trek now that they bought it. Okay, everybody, it's 7:10. I think we're gonna start wrapping this up because a let me finish my beer actually. I'm starting to lose my voice for some reason. Good stuff. You should come here because we have a Superman statue here. Boom. Bob, I can handle a full size truck, nor can I. Greetings from Vero Beach, Florida. Welcome back. Thank you. And Vero Beach, that's where I slept on my first night on my way north at the Cracker Barrel. Awesome time chatting live, Robert. I've enjoyed your videos. Going to help a friend move. Well, you're a good person for doing that. I hate moving. Red Jaguar. I knew something was wrong with the motor because they didn't put the air shroud back on. That meant they were planning to work on it again. Yeah, I think they were in a hurry, actually. Are you ever doing the Bourbon Trail again? Again, I haven't done the whole thing yet, and I intend to do the whole thing at some point. I need a designated driver though. It's a good thing Kia broke down in North Carolina instead of Slab City. Very good point. I'd buy an old Kia RIP T-shirt. Well, rumors of old Kia's death are highly exaggerated, but when it happens, uh, uh, we'll definitely have to make one because and these T-shirts with the old Kia logo, they're gonna become collectibles. So you better get yours freemyrv.com. Um, Shout out Matt Props. Check out outdoorsy.com, local renters, great website. Okay, sure. Hello from New Jersey. May I suggest you sign your CDs? Yeah, I think the next batch I'm just not gonna have them wrapped, and I'm going to. If you guys want, you can write a note when you buy them on PayPal, and I can autograph them for you. Definitely. It is over 1 a.m. here. Yes, yes, I know. Go to bed. Thank you for being here so late. And hi from Kentucky, Paula. When are you going to visit the Hawaii Islands? And that's going to be my 50th state, most likely. 2021, perhaps. Kia sucks anyway. No, Kia doesn't suck, man. That Kia has been a faithful, a reliable machine for almost 15 years. Never had a serious problem. That car has been a beast, and it's gone all the way to California. If Kia made a truck-like SUV again, like they used to, like mine, I would buy another Kia for sure. They just don't make them anymore. It's all cars now and crossovers. Thank you, Anthony. The Forge. That motor looks like from a junkyard in Opaloca. I think that they actually brought it from somewhere up north, but who knows? Where are you going next? I don't know yet where I'm going next, to be honest. How many miles on her? 145,000 miles on old Kia. Pelican Tribe. All right, everybody. We're out of here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to sing you a song, and off we go. And I forgot. Ooh, I haven't played this in like a month. Still tuned. Drive into the west, into the sunset. Drive into the west. Is that the right key? Drive into the west, into the sunset. Drive into the west. Drive into the west, into the sunset. Drive into the west. Driving through New Mexico. No, it had to be in A, but it feels like a high key for some reason. Driving to the west, driving through New Mexico, Arizona, even California. I'm gonna get my kicks on 66. The mountains and the desert are my fix. Driving to the west in my RV is where I wanna be. I forgot the. I haven't played this in a long time since I recorded it, really. So, everybody, good night. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free. In my RV. Good night, Pelican Heads. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.